God said unexpected wealth is coming. Trust His process and stay ready. God said unexpected wealth is coming. Trust the process and stay ready. This is more than just a phrase. It's a reminder that what you've been waiting for, praying for, and working toward may arrive when you least expect it. In moments of doubt, when things seem slow or stagnant, it's easy to question whether the breakthrough is ever coming. But that's exactly when faith is most powerful, when you choose to believe without seeing. Wealth doesn't always come the way we imagine. Sometimes it's not in the form of money, but in ideas, relationships, or opportunities. It may arrive disguised as hard work, wrapped in discomfort, or hidden behind closed doors that suddenly open. Don't miss it because you weren't watching or prepared. Trusting the process means understanding that the journey is just as important as the destination. Growth happens in silence, and foundation is laid in the dark. Every setback is setting you up. Every delay is refining your character. Every closed door is redirecting you to something greater. God is not slow, He's strategic. Staying ready is your responsibility. Stay ready in your mindset. Stay ready in your habits. Stay ready in your attitude. You can't receive what you're not prepared to manage. Unexpected wealth requires readiness, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and even physically. If it showed up today, would you be ready to handle it wisely? Would you know what to do with it? So while you wait, don't waste the wait. Build your faith. Improve your skills. Strengthen your discipline. Keep doing the small things with excellence. Keep showing up even when it feels unnoticed. That's how you stay ready. This is your reminder that God hasn't forgotten you. He's preparing something unexpected, something abundant, something more than you asked for. But you must be ready to receive it. Don't grow weary. Don't give up. Keep trusting. Keep working. Because when the moment comes, and it will, you'll be glad you stayed ready. Unexpected wealth may not look how you expect it. It's easy to think of wealth in purely financial terms. Dollars, investments, assets, and material possessions. However, true wealth encompasses so much more than just money. It may come in the form of ideas, opportunities, relationships, and moments of inspiration that you hadn't anticipated. These things may not immediately seem like wealth, but over time, they can create the foundation for a richer life in ways you may not have imagined. An idea can change everything. Think of the people who have transformed their lives and communities with just one breakthrough thought. An idea might come in a quiet moment or while you're doing something unrelated to work. It could be a solution to a problem you've been wrestling with for months. So, instead of waiting for a pile of money to fall into your lap, look for ideas. They can be the hidden source of wealth. Opportunities, too, are a form of unexpected wealth. We often think that opportunities only come in the form of big, flashy deals or major breakthroughs, but in reality, they can be small moments of chance that, when seized, lead to major growth. Maybe it's a conversation with a stranger that opens up a new career path, or perhaps an invitation to a casual meeting that leads to a collaboration that changes the course of your work. Opportunities can come in unexpected ways, and they may not always look like immediate wealth or success. They might be more subtle, but they're just as valuable. When you're open to seeing them, you realize how often they present themselves in your life. Relationships are another form of wealth that is frequently overlooked. While we often think of wealth as something that can be counted in dollars and cents, the people you know, the network you build, and the support system you have can have a much greater impact on your life than money alone. The right connection at the right time can be more valuable than any paycheck. Relationships bring knowledge, access to new opportunities, emotional support, and collaboration, all of which can lead to long-term growth. Consider how many times a single connection has made a difference in your career, your personal life, or your aspirations. These connections may not always come with a price tag, but they can lead to far-reaching wealth. Additionally, wealth might manifest in moments of inspiration or a new perspective on life. Sometimes the true value of life isn't in material wealth, but in the way you view the world, the people around you, and yourself. A shift in perspective can open up a world of possibilities that were previously hidden from view. A deeper understanding of your purpose or a newfound sense of peace and clarity can lead to a more fulfilled life and open doors to opportunities that money could never buy. Wealth isn't just about what you have, it's about how you see and interact with the world around you. It's crucial to stay open to all forms of abundance, not just the kind that's traditionally associated with financial gain. Life offers a multitude of ways to become wealthy beyond your wildest dreams. The people you meet, the ideas you encounter, the opportunities that arise, and the moments of clarity you experience can all contribute to an overflow of wealth in your life. Sometimes the most valuable gifts are the intangible ones. Financial wealth may come, but it often comes after you've learned to recognize the other forms of abundance that are already surrounding you. So in order to truly receive unexpected wealth, we must open our hearts and minds to the many ways it can present itself. Don't fixate solely on monetary gain, because that's not the only way to measure success or happiness. Wealth might look different than you expect, but that doesn't make it any less valuable. It's essential to recognize the hidden riches in the people you meet, the ideas you stumble upon, the relationships you build, and the perspectives you gain. Be open to these moments, because they might be the real keys to lasting and meaningful wealth. When you can embrace the abundance that comes in different forms, you'll be better prepared to recognize and seize it when it arrives, whether it's a financial breakthrough, an inspiring idea, or a life-changing relationship. Trusting the process means believing without immediate results. It is easy to get discouraged when things aren't happening quickly, or when the progress is not immediately visible. We live in a world where instant gratification is often expected, and we are conditioned to want things to happen fast. We want success today, results right now, and we grow frustrated when the wait seems too long. But trusting the process is about embracing patience and faith. Even when the results are not immediately apparent, it is understanding that growth doesn't always happen in a straight line, and success rarely comes overnight. In reality, growth and preparation often happen behind the scenes, especially during what may feel like your waiting season. There are many stages of life where it feels like nothing is happening, or that your efforts are going unnoticed. It can feel like you're stuck in a holding pattern, waiting for something to change. Yet it is during these times that some of the most important work is being done. The seeds you've planted, even if they haven't sprouted yet, are growing beneath the surface. It's easy to forget that before a plant can grow above the ground, its roots must be established deep in the soil. Similarly, before your dreams and aspirations can come to fruition, you are being prepared in ways that may not be visible right now. Trusting the process requires the belief that every moment spent working toward your goals, whether it seems to be moving you forward or not, is contributing to your eventual success. Every experience, every challenge, every disappointment, and every moment of uncertainty is helping you grow, refine your skills, and build resilience. You are becoming stronger, wiser, and more capable of handling what's ahead, even if you can't see it in the moment. The waiting period can be frustrating, but it's also the time when you're being shaped for what's to come. It's during this season that you're developing qualities like perseverance, patience, and character. These are the things that will help you sustain your success once it arrives. Without them, any form of achievement might feel empty or fleeting. Moreover, trusting the process means believing that things are happening in divine timing, even when it doesn't make sense to you. Often we become frustrated because we feel like we're not where we should be, or we see others moving ahead faster than we are. But just because things don't seem to be progressing on your timeline doesn't mean that the process isn't working for you. In fact, sometimes what looks like a delay is really a period of refinement, or a chance to learn something new that you will need in the future. Sometimes we need to be in a certain place mentally or emotionally before we can handle the opportunities and challenges that are about to come our way. Trusting the process is recognizing that timing is just as important as the work itself. What is meant for you will arrive at the right time, even if you don't see it yet. During the waiting season, you may feel tempted to give up or take shortcuts because the path seems longer than expected. It's normal to wonder if all the effort is worth it when progress is slow or barely visible. But the reality is that success often comes not from the first attempt or the most obvious solution, but from consistent, persistent action over time. It's about doing the work day after day, even when you don't see immediate results, and trusting that each step forward is contributing to something greater. Trusting the process is choosing to believe that each small step, even when it feels insignificant, is part of a larger journey towards something meaningful. This belief in the unseen progress is essential because when you trust the process, you begin to shift your focus from immediate rewards to long-term growth. Instead of being discouraged by the pace of progress, you learn to appreciate the lessons and experiences that come with each stage of the journey. Every challenge faced, every mistake made, and every moment of self-doubt can be a lesson that prepares you for the future. The obstacles and delays are not roadblocks. They are part of your development. They are helping you to build the strength, knowledge, and resilience you need to fully appreciate the success that will eventually come. In addition to this, trusting the process also requires releasing the need to control every aspect of the outcome. You can only control your actions, your mindset, and your attitude. The rest is out of your hands. Trusting the process means surrendering the need to micromanage your path and accepting that some things are beyond your control. It's trusting that the universe, God, or life itself has a plan that is far greater than your own. It may take time, but if you continue to trust, stay focused on your goals, and keep putting in the work, you will eventually find yourself where you're meant to be. In the end, the process is not just about reaching a destination. It's about becoming the person who can handle the success when it arrives. The growth that happens during the waiting period, the patience you develop, and the resilience you build will shape you into someone who is prepared for the challenges and opportunities ahead. Trusting the process is not easy, but it is a necessary part of the journey. Keep believing even when you can't see the results, because every step, every moment, and every season of waiting is preparing you for what's to come. Every delay and setback has a purpose. In life, it is easy to get frustrated when things don't go according to plan. We often expect that our path to success will be smooth, predictable, and free of obstacles, but the reality is quite different. Challenges, delays, and setbacks are an inevitable part of life. When things don't go as expected, it can feel like we're being derailed from our goals, or that we're being held back from achieving what we desire. However, it is essential to understand that what may seem like a detour or a setback can actually be part of your divine direction and development. These moments, though frustrating, have purpose and significance in shaping who you are becoming. The truth is, we don't always know what lies ahead. Life has a way of taking unexpected turns, and at times we find ourselves facing obstacles that seem to delay our progress. When we hit a roadblock or experience a setback, it's natural to feel discouraged, angry, or defeated. We often think that the universe or life itself is working against us, when in fact these moments are working for us. There is a bigger picture at play that we cannot always see from our limited perspective. Each delay, each setback, and each unexpected turn in the road has been strategically placed to serve a greater purpose. It's important to realize that delays and setbacks provide valuable lessons. When everything goes according to plan, it's easy to assume that we are in control and that we have mastered our circumstances. However, when we face challenges, we are forced to grow, adapt, and develop new skills. These moments help to refine our character and build resilience. Without obstacles, we might never develop the perseverance and strength needed to navigate future difficulties. Every setback forces us to reevaluate our approach, make adjustments, and become better prepared for the journey ahead. What feels like a failure or a hindrance can actually be an opportunity to strengthen the foundation on which we are building our lives. Delays can also provide space for reflection and realignment. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in the rush to succeed and to achieve. We can become so focused on our destination that we lose sight of the path itself. Sometimes life slows us down, not to punish us, but to give us the time and space to reflect on whether we are heading in the right direction. Are we chasing the right goals? Are we putting in the right effort? Are our motivations aligned with our true purpose? Delays offer us a chance to step back and reconsider our approach. In this pause, we can find clarity and alignment, which ultimately leads to a more intentional and fulfilling journey. Furthermore, setbacks can lead us to better opportunities. What may feel like a dead end or a failure might actually be a redirection toward something far better. When we encounter a setback, we often feel disheartened because we believe we've lost something or missed an opportunity. However, these setbacks are often a way of guiding us away from paths that were not meant for us. A delay or setback might be the universe's way of redirecting us towards something greater. It might not feel that way at first, but in hindsight, we often realize that the delay was leading us to a better, more aligned opportunity. Moreover, delays and setbacks often help to develop our patience and trust in the process. In a world where everything is moving at a rapid pace, patience can feel like a rare virtue. We want things to happen now, and we want results immediately. But life doesn't always work on our timeline. There is a divine timing at play that we cannot always understand. Learning to trust in that timing, even when it doesn't match our expectations, is an essential part of personal growth. The ability to remain patient in the face of delays teaches us to trust the process, to have faith that things are unfolding as they should and that we are exactly where we need to be at this moment. Sometimes setbacks and delays are opportunities to build connections and discover resources we never expected. In times of struggle, we often find ourselves seeking help, reaching out to others, and looking for support. These moments of vulnerability and challenge can bring us closer to the people and resources we need. The relationships we form during difficult times often become the most meaningful and impactful. These connections may open doors for us, provide guidance, or offer insights that we wouldn't have gained had we not faced the struggle in the first place. Life's delays often force us to step outside of our comfort zones and connect with others in ways that ultimately help us grow. Finally, delays and setbacks are not permanent. They are simply temporary moments in our journey. While they may feel overwhelming in the moment, they don't define our entire experience. We are not defined by our obstacles or our failures, but by how we respond to them. When we choose to see delays as part of our divine direction, we can move through them with grace and trust. We can embrace the journey, knowing that every step, whether forward or backward, is helping us to become the person we are meant to be. Every setback has a purpose, and each one brings us closer to the person we are destined to become. So, when you face a delay or setback, remember that it is not a detour, but a vital part of your path. Trust that the universe is guiding you, even when you can't see the whole picture. Every step, no matter how challenging, is helping you grow, learn, and prepare for what is to come. Keep going, knowing that your divine direction is unfolding exactly as it should. Staying ready is your responsibility. Life has a way of surprising us, often delivering blessings, opportunities, and breakthroughs at the most unexpected times. We pray, we hope, we dream, and we wait. But during that waiting period, we often forget that preparation is not optional, it's essential. It's easy to talk about what we want, what we believe is coming, and what we feel we're destined for, but the real test is in how we prepare when there's no evidence that anything is about to change. If you truly believe something good is on the way, your actions should reflect that belief. Staying ready means taking responsibility for the season you're in now, so you're equipped to handle what you're asking for when it arrives. Preparation is more than wishful thinking or simply having faith. Faith without action is empty. You have to prepare mentally by developing the mindset of someone who already has what they're praying for. If you're asking for a promotion, are you already thinking and behaving like a leader? If you're asking for financial increase, are you managing what you have with wisdom and discipline? The truth is, Many people miss their moment because they weren't mentally prepared to handle the weight of what they asked for. It's not enough to want more. You have to expand your capacity to receive it. Spiritual readiness is just as important. This means staying grounded in your values, connected to your source of faith, and aligned with your purpose. When blessings come, they often bring more responsibility, more pressure, and more visibility. Without spiritual grounding, success can become overwhelming. Staying spiritually ready helps you keep your focus and humility. It reminds you that your journey is not only about what you can gain, but about how you grow through the process and how you serve others along the way. It keeps your motives pure and your intentions clear, even when the world starts to offer distractions. Then there is the practical side of readiness. This is where most people falter. We often dream of big opportunities, but fail to prepare for them in practical ways. Are you keeping your skills sharp? Are you building the habits that will sustain you when your schedule gets busier or your responsibilities increase? Are you organizing your life in a way that leaves room for growth? If you want to run a business, have you started studying business? If you want to be in a healthy relationship, have you worked on healing and growing into someone who can nurture that connection? Staying practically ready means doing the hard, unseen work long before anyone else sees the results. The truth is, staying ready is a discipline. It requires consistency, even when nothing seems to be changing. It means waking up every day and showing up fully, even if the door hasn't opened yet. It means continuing to learn, to grow, to build your character and your skill set, because when the opportunity comes, you won't have time to prepare, only time to act. And when it comes, it often comes quickly. The people who benefit most from sudden opportunities are those who stayed ready long before the opportunity showed up. Readiness is also a form of respect for the future you, for the blessings you hope to receive, and for the people you will impact along the way. It's an acknowledgement that you don't take what you're asking for lightly. You're not just waiting around hoping something will happen. You're actively preparing as if it's already on the way. It's also important to note that staying ready protects you from being overwhelmed. Many people receive blessings they prayed for, only to feel crushed by the responsibility that comes with them. The dream job, the thriving relationship, the platform, or the promotion, they all come with challenges that require a prepared mind and a disciplined lifestyle. If you don't stay ready, you risk losing what you waited so long to gain. Preparation is what sustains the blessing once it arrives. It's not just about reaching the destination. It's about being able to remain there and grow from that place. So don't wait for the opportunity to start getting serious. Don't wait for the breakthrough to start building your routine. Don't wait for the miracle to start moving in faith. Stay ready now. Prepare as if the call is coming tomorrow. Live each day like it could be the day your life changes. Because when the moment comes, and it will, you want to be able to say, I'm ready. You won't have to scramble, you won't have to rush. You'll be ready to receive, ready to rise to the occasion, and ready to carry the weight of the blessing. That's the power of preparation. That's the responsibility of staying ready. Your current discipline shapes your future capacity. The way you handle the small responsibilities in your life today is directly connected to how well you will be able to handle bigger responsibilities tomorrow. Many people desire greater blessings, more influence, more resources, more recognition, more opportunities, but few take the time to develop the discipline required to sustain those blessings once they arrive. We often think we'll figure it out once we get there, but the truth is, if you aren't disciplined with a little, you won't be disciplined with a lot. Excellence in the small things lays the foundation for your ability to handle more without being crushed by the weight of it. Discipline is not about being perfect. It's about showing up with consistency, commitment, and excellence, even when no one is watching. It's in the small, everyday decisions where character is built. It's in choosing to be on time, to follow through on your word. Over time, they become part of who you are. You don't suddenly become disciplined when life hands you a big opportunity. You either are prepared through daily discipline, or you're not. It's easy to say we want more, but more requires more of you. More responsibility, more consistency, more strength. And these things don't just appear overnight. They are developed in private long before they are required in public. If you want to be trusted with more, you have to prove that you can be faithful with less. That means treating every task, no matter how small, with the same level of care and commitment you would give to your biggest dream. That mindset creates a strong internal structure that can handle external pressure when it comes. Think of your discipline like building muscle. No one gets strong by going to the gym once. It's the repeated effort, the daily commitment, the small gains over time that eventually lead to real strength. The same is true with discipline. You build your capacity by doing the work consistently. The more disciplined you are now, the more capable you'll be of managing greater things in the future. Discipline trains your mind to focus, your body to cooperate, and your emotions to stay steady. It helps you become a person who doesn't just dream big, but who can actually sustain the weight of those dreams when they become reality. There's also something sacred about how you handle the unseen, unnoticed work. That's where integrity is tested and refined. When you do the right thing, even when no one is watching, when you push yourself to do your best on tasks that seem beneath your potential, you are proving that you can be trusted with more. That kind of self-leadership attracts favor because it shows maturity and readiness. People who succeed and remain successful are rarely those who only worked hard when someone was looking. They are the ones who cultivated discipline behind closed doors. Greater blessings don't just come with joy and reward. They come with responsibility, pressure, and demands. A bigger platform means more eyes watching. A larger income means more financial decisions. A leadership role means more people depending on you. If you haven't developed a discipline to manage your time, your energy, your mindset, and your emotions when things are quiet, you'll struggle when the noise gets louder. Discipline isn't just preparation, it's protection. It keeps you grounded when life speeds up. It holds you steady when challenges increase. It keeps you from crumbling under pressure. Your capacity for greater things is not just about talent or luck. It's about how well you've trained yourself to handle what's already in your hands. If you can't be trusted to show up for yourself and honor your current responsibilities, why would more be given to you? Every day is a chance to sharpen your discipline. Every task is an opportunity to build capacity. Every small choice shapes who you are becoming. So take your current season seriously, no matter how small or unseen it feels. Wake up with purpose. Do the work with excellence. Make discipline your daily habit, because when the opportunity arrives, when the blessing comes, when the door opens, you won't be scrambling to catch up. You'll be ready. You'll be capable. You'll have the strength, the structure, and the stability to carry what once felt too heavy. Discipline today is shaping your strength for tomorrow. God's timing is perfect, not predictable. That truth can be both comforting and challenging. We often want things to happen according to our own schedules and timelines. We have plans, deadlines, goals, and expectations. And when things don't unfold the way we imagined or within the time frame we hoped for, frustration can quickly set in. But what we see as delay, God sees as preparation. What we think is being withheld from us may actually be being prepared for us. Just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it won't happen. The breakthrough is still possible, still coming, still on its way, but it will arrive when the time is right, not when we demand it. Staying faithful and alert during the waiting period is one of the greatest tests of character. It's easy to be hopeful when things are moving fast, when progress is visible, and when results are tangible. But it takes real faith to hold on when there's silence, when prayers seem unanswered, and when doors remain shut. Our belief can be stretched. Yet it's in those quiet moments that our trust is truly built. Faith isn't about seeing, it's about believing, when there's no evidence to support the outcome. And that kind of faith is what keeps us steady while we wait for God's timing to unfold. The breakthrough often comes when you least expect it. Sometimes it happens after you've almost given up, right when you feel the weakest or most discouraged. It can arrive in a form you weren't looking for or through a path you hadn't considered. That's why it's so important to stay alert. When you live with expectation, you're not caught off guard when the opportunity finally arrives. Instead, you're ready to move. You're spiritually, mentally, and practically positioned to receive what you've been hoping for. The worst thing is to have your answer finally show up and realize you're not in the place, mentally or physically, to receive it because you stopped expecting it. God sees what we cannot. He knows the right moment for every breakthrough, every opportunity, every open door. What we interpret as waiting is often divine orchestration. Maybe there are things being aligned behind the scenes. Maybe there are people being positioned, circumstances being shifted, and timing being adjusted to bring about the best possible outcome for your life. We only see a limited view of our situation, but God sees the entire picture. He sees the future, the hearts of others involved, the lessons we still need to learn, and the maturity we still need to develop. His timing takes all of that into account. It's not just about receiving the blessing, it's about being able to handle it when it comes. Sometimes God delays things not because we're being punished, but because He loves us enough to not give us something we're not ready to manage. A blessing given too early can become a burden. That job you're praying for might require a level of confidence and skill that you're still building. That relationship you long for may need you to be more emotionally healed and self-aware. The delay isn't rejection. It's divine protection and preparation. While you wait, keep growing. Stay faithful in the small things. Remain consistent in your habits, diligent in your work, and honest in your character. Keep your spirit open and your heart soft. Waiting with faith doesn't mean doing nothing. It means doing what you can while trusting God with what you cannot. It's not about passivity. It's about purposeful patience. Don't allow frustration to make you careless. Don't allow delay to turn into disbelief. Stay alert, stay ready, because the moment you've been praying for might be just around the corner. Sometimes the breakthrough is not just a single event, but a series of aligned moments that build upon each other. You won't always recognize it immediately. It might feel small at first. An email, a phone call, a conversation, a new connection. But if you're paying attention, you'll know that something is shifting. That's why spiritual and emotional alertness matters. You don't want to sleep through your moment. You don't want to be distracted, bitter, or disengaged when the opportunity finally arrives. God is never late. His timing doesn't bend to our impatience, but it always serves our ultimate good. And when He moves, things can change in an instant. What was closed for years can open overnight. What felt impossible for months can be resolved in a moment. That's the power of divine timing. So don't give up. Don't tune out. Don't let the silence fool you into thinking nothing is happening. Stay faithful. Keep your heart open. Keep preparing like it's coming, because it is. And when it arrives, suddenly, quietly, or dramatically, you'll be ready, because you never stopped believing that God's perfect timing would reveal exactly what you needed right when you needed it.